Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here, back with some more of our Road to the League with Wrexham. We have nothing other than a big game against Sevilla in the Europa Conference League quarterfinals, and it just gets just as hard if we get past Sevilla. So today we'll see the game with Sevilla. We'll see where we are in the league at that point, because we are going to play United in the middle of it. We still are in Champions League spots. But the biggest thing is, if we beat Sevilla, then we go to Porto, and then from there it might get easier. We'll kind of see. So without further ado, let's get right into this. We had a game against Leeds. Here, 3-1. Was a win here. Caputo had a goal. Joe Bell had one, and Thiago had a set piece. Here, we did keep them having their goal in the 23rd minute, but at that it was just an equalizer, and then Joe Bell in the 44th before halftime, and then Caputo just puts the icing on the cake. We outshot them, not on target wise, but 24 shots, only 6 on target. Had the better XG. I felt like we played better, but at the end of the day, we have some injuries, so the defense was kind of lacking. Hopefully we don't see that same lacking defense. Ezequiel Barrios is going to be starting at the right side because Lavenverde is out for 2 to 3 weeks. He is likely going to miss, the games at this point. He's going to miss both of these Europa Conference Leagues, and likely the next round is in May. He might be out for at least the first game of that one as well. Robega is still coming off that injury. He did pass his fitness test. If we put him in, it'll be later on in the game against Sevilla. And then Caputo was suspended because, well, the last Champions League game, he just had to slide tackle Hey Duke. In the 48th minute. We were already up in aggregate at that point, 7-0. So kind of useless card, so we're not going to have him here today. So we need something. Declan Knowles, I think, cannot be bought at this point, maybe, because it is league games that this actually tracks. And we're to the point where he can't actually play enough league games to be bought. So with that in mind, that 47 million is not accounted for in here. This should technically go under. Technically, maybe it should go under 50. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't go to 130 million, because we're going to have some issues. On the flip side of that, we have some number of players that will likely be getting bids. I want to keep Salvatore, but I noticed that Arda Goulier here is 30 years old. I did not realize that. I mean, that could be our first casualty of going out for 50 million, and we cut that in half. And then Carlos Alberto is 26. We can put him out for 25, and then boom, we pretty much cover with a good finish in the league. We pretty much wipe out that debt, and we go into the point that we're still going to be hemorrhaging money, unfortunately. And it's going to take a while to get out of this, I think, until our next stadium is built, which is in 2027 or 2037, I should say, because it is 2035. So 2037 is when we'll be hopping into probably that stadium. So let's get into this. I would love a Europa League showing that is definitely up to scale, as we see everywhere else. Porto against Dundee United, Hertha Berlin against, I'm going to butcher this, but Svina Sveda? Probably mispronouncing that. But how it looks for this, to give you an idea, there's an easier way to do this, I think so. Come over here, look at the conference, the quarterfinal here. Maybe I missed that. The semifinal goes here. Whoever wins our games plays Porto or Dundee. Hertha Berlin kind of over here, and then if we end up going to a final, it turns into us probably playing Hertha Berlin. So it does not actually get easier after the Sevilla game. We play the 3 top teams in the entire Europa Conference League, no matter what at this point. kind of unfortunate. So they're going to play a 4-4-2 against us. We're just going to hope that we don't suck. I'm hoping. We're going to play a positive. We're going to play our style of Wrexham football. Paul Kinlan is back. He's ready to go. He's up full to fitness. He has not scored a game against that Leeds, but he was used as a substitute to get himself back up to fitness. But we need this first leg. We need to win this because I think we are at home. No, we are actually in Spain. So if we win this one, we can go at home. We can lock it down. Keyword is we should lock it down. I'm hoping. So let's come out here. Let's encourage the boys. Louise is going to put it up. That's going to be cleared, so Yulson isn't going to make an error there, at least. Nago up to Perez, and that's wide left. That is a good attempt by Sevilla there. We are dominating possession, but we tend to dominate possession with our formation. We are a pretty good passing team. We're able to get it around, shuffle it around, that sort of thing, to get it up into the strikers for them to make some damage. And we need something more. Blanco here is going to have a corner going back post. Yulson's there. Kinlan actually clears it off the post. And we escape a chance there by Sevilla to make it 1-0. We have a chance here. Arda moving around. Bell. Back to Arda. Back to Bell. Looking for the cross. It's there. Leao has to play it back. Canalita up to Kinlan. Kiakai puts that over the bar. Good try. Not a goal scoring try, but a good try nonetheless. Let's encourage the boys. Salvatore is going to get to that one. Let's not lose the ball here. Plays it to Thiago. He plays it over. Arda looking deep. And there's a tackle from behind. He's going to say play on. Bell's going to be taken down. Kinlan's going to put it in the back of the net. There was a lot of penalties that should be all over the place, but since we had the advantage, I'm glad the keeper allowed the play on. Arda gets tripped from behind. Bell gets pushed. That should be an actual yellow, or probably a yellow card at that point. I don't think it's a red card for trying to stop a potential goal scorer. It's not a breakaway, but the only one we get is I'm happy with possession. So our other thing that we could think about is putting in Probega. Now, was this a 15-minute or a 45? 45 minutes of action. I think we're going to get him out here right now. We'll get Probega in here. We want to get him some time playing here. We want to get his fitness up. He'll play half a game against probably United in between these champions, or not Champions League, but Europa Conference League games. As Rios going to throw it in a sea of red jerseys. Kulishevsky heads it back to Yulson. That is the smartest play there. We're going to praise the boys. If we can come out with a win here in Spain and just play good at the race course, then we'll be fine. Header there. Probega plays up to Bell. Back to Arda. Kinlan's there. Up to Leao. Leao in the back of the net. His 16th of the year. Let's go. And he is dancing over there in the corner. Rafael Leao putting us ahead 2-0 against Sevilla. This is a big match that we need to win to take us home. Now, at no point of these last three games, if we win this and we go to the next game and in the following portion of Europa League, at no time are we going to take that second leg if we're in a lead and play backups. So we're going to have to think about what we're going to do against United, because we are playing for a Champions League spot. But however, if we win this, we're playing for a Europa League spot. So we've already locked it up. We need something here. We've won the Carabao Cup, so we already have the equivalent for next year. So we can only get better. Arda's going to cross this in, going in. And Barrios puts it over the net. Let's make our first subs here. Canelita's going to come out. We're going to put Carlos Alberto in. Kuliszewski's going to come out. Let's put in Anderson. And let's actually switch out up top. Let's get Leao out. Let's put in Cepeda. And then the last one we're going to do is I think we're going to take out Casey. Maybe not. Who do I want to take out? Let's take out Wilson and put him where Kinlan is. Do that. I think. Yeah, because Salinas, well, great. We don't need to bring out Golier, so let's do that. Also, we'll get to see some action from Wilson, who arguably is he better? He's not the particularly good goal scorer, but he is good at passing. He's not going to particularly be good at... Now let's discard it. We made no changes. But Conti back to I think that's Ignacio. Salvatore's going to win it. Barrios. Okay, good passing around. Wilson, that was a good try. Vanderson there. Up to Arda. Up to Bell. Gonna cross it in. Bell's offsides. Bell is offsides. Okay, let's praise the boys. 68th minute. We've done nothing but just smother the Sevilla attack. Especially at home. Something that's particularly difficult. In Spain, we have actually stifled this attack. Robega up to Bell. That's going to... Cepeda, you got to put that in the back of the net, my guy. Was that all of our... That's all of our... All of our subs. Arda's going to put it in back post. Robega's not going to win that. I would like a third goal, but I am not depending anything on it, and I think going in up 2 should be enough with how we're playing defensively. But Cepeda wants to make it 1. Oh my god, he just hit the post. Such bad luck. And that's not a good pass, Robega, but that's why you're in, to get back up to fitness. Or sharpness. Just not great. That's a good ball. That one, Joe Bell, his 41st of the season, banking off the post. We have so many goals right now as a team. It is insane. I mean, at this point, we got to see what happens in the last part, right? Elsewhere, we'll see the scores after this. Good movement. Arda. I don't know how we got Joe Bell, that's for sure. Cepeda puts it off the top. Hertha Berlin is up 2-0, and I think I saw Porto is up 1-0 over Dundee there. Let's see what the actual game's set up. Got Porto up and beat Dundee 1-0. Hertha Berlin 2-0. Victoria Pleasant up 1-0 to... I'm going to... Coplings? Sadra? Yeah. Words hard. I'm terrible at remotely saying names or places or anything like that. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna, unless something crazy happens with Sevilla game, what we're gonna do is we're gonna be back to see that next round of the Europa League. So if anything crazy happens, we'll come back to that game and we'll kind of go through it. But yeah, we'll see if Porto gets through. We'll have the next game against Porto, and we'll kind of see how that goes. All right, so we are back here, and we have some good news. So we took on United. That was a 2-2 draw. And then we took on Leicester City, which we got a goal in the 92nd minute to win that one 3-2. But do you really want to know about the Sevilla game and the Europa Conference League? So we saw the 3-0 win there, and then we went over to Spain. Because I thought the first game was in Spain, but it was at home with that one. The second game in Spain, Paul Kinlan put us up, and Sevilla did score 3 goals, but really the third goal was really towards the end of stoppage time, and we had added time onto that, so we didn't really feel threatened at that. So in aggregate, we ended up still beating them 4-3, but we weren't really at any risk of losing that game. That means that we are none other than ready and suited up for Porto. With that in mind, we're going to have 3 games this episode. We're going to go through the Europa Conference League semifinal first leg, so we'll have that. I'll play the Tottenham game in between. Then depending on what it is with Porto, then we end up with the end of season special, which we do have a competition brewing in the Premier League. So the biggest thing with that is while we are fighting with Newcastle, right now the league does have the likely possibility, well, not likely, we're in first at this point, of getting that 5th slot for Champions League football. So the coefficient there, so that means 5th and above will get Champions League football, which means Chelsea is 6 points between us. We have a game in hand. So if we win this game, we can put it up to 9 points. In that case, we have to lose all of our games, and Chelsea has to win all of their games, which one of them is against Arsenal, who's in 11th, who's kind of dropped off. So that's kind of a shocker there. But the biggest thing with that is if we do win the game against Tottenham or any other games, which they are a bit difficult, maybe West Brom can get us that win, or maybe Aston Villa on the last day of the year. So we will have a little drama to end the season. More than likely, unless, well, Chelsea kind of bottles it and they don't get it. So we are going to make a couple of changes because we have a couple of guys back from injury that are going to be starting at this Porto game. And that is going to be Valverde will start on the right side. And we're going to see what he can do coming back off of injury. And then we're going to start Probega in the midfield. He has a good pairing with Canalita. So we'll see how that goes. And then we have a good set there. Probega is going to have to probably come out at the half, but definitely Valverde is going to be coming out at the half, which means Barrios will be our first sub with that. So let's get into this one. I want to see what we can do against Porto's. What are they playing? A 4-2-3-1? Against Porto's 4-2-3-1. We are at home, I think, in the first game, the first leg. I believe. We'll see. We are, in fact, at the race course. So let's get this. Get another 3-0 lead in this game would be great. On the flip side, no surprises when it came to who won. Other Berlin is playing Victoria Pleasant, so we'll see what happens there. But arguably, I think we have the harder draw with Porto right now, because that was a good pass. Harden up, Gomez having a strike, and that's going to be out in the stands. Okay, Valverde, literally a minute later, Leszewski. Valverde tries to do a cross. It is deflected. Calita does slide and win it. It's in the air. Thiago wins it. Kinlan over to Probega, through the line, over to Bell. Bell into the net. Flag is up. This is going to be reviewed by VAR. Actually, it's not. It's an easy decision by the ref. And I thought he was offsides there. Yeah. There is no doubt that he is offsides. VAR is not needed for that one. Good possession, but we finally get our first shot. It is not on target at about the 10th minute. So Arda playing it up. That is a good sea of defenders on defense. So we had a bit of a break, so all of our guys are pretty healthy and up for this game. To Nunez here. And Trevera looking for that space. Salado. Okay, good pressure. Let's force him to keep on passing it. Up to Harden. Trying to get the through ball. It's there. Nunez looking for the cross. Nope. He's going to put it in the back of the goal. Hugo Nunez is going to put it in. And we are going to demand more instantly at this point. That is on Salvatore. 100% that's on Gianluca Salvatore. He bites in the middle here, which just allows Nunez to take that outside. And immediately there's another moment where I'm a little nervous on that, because if it goes Porto's way like it's been going, it's not going to be an answer. But Arda going to hold on. Bell into the middle. I would like Bell in the actual middle, please. Service the ball. There it is. Salcedo clears it. Valverde up to Canalito. He's going to take it this time. And that's a wide shot. That's not even a high percentage shot. It's not even on target there. As a deep lying playmaker, Canalito should be servicing the ball up. Okay, Rafael Leao takes it. Probega's there. Let's get something. Iago. Moving it around. Valverde, Canalita looking for that hole there. Probega has to play it back. Canalita up to Leao. Come on, Leao. Make that run. There it is. That's deep. And Leao misses it wide left. The equalizer is just so close, but yet so far. Let's demand more from the boys. Olszewski's not going to like that, but at the end of the day, it's just right there. We have more shots. We just need them to be on target. Let's encourage him now. And we're not getting it right now. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. And we're going to have to switch a couple of things out. So tactics-wise, Levin Verde, you know what? Nope, Levin Verde is going to play this game. He's going to play it out. We need something here. Come on. Olszewski. Iago looking. It's not there. Pass it all the way back. Reset. Salvatore out to Arda. Arda's been the one that's serviced a lot of balls. That's a good one up by Salvatore. Kinlan up. Leao. There it is. The equalizer. 1-1. And now here it is. We need to get some insurance. I like the ball played over the top. Kinlan, good play, and Leao just does what he does best, and that's win it in the air. Just win it in the air, my guy. That's all you need to do. Okay, so we're going to make a couple of changes. Levin Verde is actually going to be taken out. We're going to take out and put in Barrios. Probega, we're going to put in from here a Kiakai, and then we're going to keep on going from there. Is it a Porto corner? No, it's a Wrexham free kick. Arda gonna put this on goal. Rivera makes it great. No, there's no V there. Pereira. Okay. Okay, we're gonna make a different set of changes. So Kinlan's going to come back. He's going to play the Segundo Volante on attack. He has done that before. We're going to bring in Cepeda up top. We're going to bring him in as a shadow striker. And then out wide, let's get Gianluca Salvatore out. Let's get Anderson in. And I think the play from here, Bell hasn't played great, but he hasn't played bad. Let's get Kulishevsky out. Let's put Salinas here. Salinas can play that. Bell can change that rating just with one good header. Come on, Arda. That's got to be much, much better. Come on, Kinlan. You're on a Segundo Volante on attack. You've scored from that position. There it is. There it is, baby. It's Cepeda. Give me that lead, baby. Let's go. A little bit risky to put him in there. Typically we'd put Declan Knowles, but he just has not come through for us while playing there. And so we just put Cepeda in there because we need another good striking option up top. We know Cepeda can get the job done. He can play a complete forward. He's just on side, and we just need him to be there. Now, Joe Bell's the other option out there to really put the head on the ball, but we'll take that. Before we go to Porto and play in Portugal, I want a little bit more insurance. We still have 10 minutes left. You never know. Here it is. Cepeda. Good block by Pereira. That's going to be headed out. We have 22 shots. Maybe this is going to be a little bit easier in Sevilla, but again, we have to play good defense. Thiago is there. Okay. No, there it is. They tied it up. Why? We're going to demand more. I want this goal here. Are we really going to go into Porto and just put it in the fact that it's going to be whoever wins in Portugal wins the day? Thiago, just clear the ball. If you need to, just clear the ball out. Oh, come on. That's typically a win for us. Come on. We need the ball back. Movement here by Porto. They're just looking for space. Come on, Leao. I need you to possess that ball. What was the point of just kicking it? There it is. Harden has an opportunity. Oh, Yulson makes a save. They going deep here. Bell's there. Ah, come on. Bell has not had a good day today, and it is really shown. All he's got to do is just lay that up. Oh, Kinlan's now going to put that a little bit too far. Just a little bit. But Bell, that was the one. Just head it down to where Leao can get under it. We're just going to win it in the air. I don't think Salinas is going to win it there. Yeah, that goes out. We've won games. We don't want to reduce morale. It all comes down to Portugal. Let's see how this goes, because whoever wins this is going to go to Hertha Berlin. And we're going to play Hertha Berlin, whoever does. So, yeah, we need something. So we are putting up our starters. We're seen as inconsistent. They're seen as inconsistent. They're playing their 4-2-3-1. It's for all the marbles right here. Winner likely takes on Hertha Berlin. It's 2-2 in aggregate. Whoever wins this game will be the ones that advance. We are in Porto. This is not the greatest situation. We did give up the lead at home, but we played pretty well. We had more chances. Maybe today we'll have just better ones. Kinlan puts it into the net. 14 minutes in. Now Arda wants to come out. Is that going to be the knee injury? He wants to stay on, but the injury is... let's keep him in. Let's keep him in. Wait. Rafael Leao, good service. Ikia Kai's getting the start today instead of Probega. Probega will come in as a sub off the bench. But that gives us a 1-0 lead. Already a moment for Porto. Just off the initial kickoff. Going near side, Equivera. Playing it up to Nunez. There's an injury. And Harden right there. Within a minute, already Porto equalizes. That's not good. I thought we were coming through to play better football than that. So both sides struggling at shots. Porto has 3. We have 2 shots. 2 are on goal though. All our shots are at least on target today. Anderson going up far side up to Kinlan. Kinlan, another shot. It's over the net. We have more possession, but they're just having the same amount of shots. And wow, he just straight missed that. Here's Leao out to Vanderson. Out to Kinlan. Up, Bell, header over the keeper. Keeper came out way too far. And there's Joe Bell. That's what we need from our premier striker. The Welsh international. Good header. Just the keeper is just way too far forward there. Kinlan, please don't get ejected from this game. We need you. We also need you for the next game. It's going to be a single one, obviously, at... we don't play at Hertha Berlin. It'll be neutral. I'm not sure where this game will be held. Let's praise the boys. And Porto has a chance here. Equivera, another great cross. Levin Verde wins that one. Oviedo looking. And Canalito runs into that. Oh my gosh. Do not play it in the middle with a Porto player right there. Bell's not going to win it, but Leao will. In the second effort. Leao up to Kinlan. Kinlan dribbling around. Good move. And that's an outside right foot. The move there to tap it outside right foot into the right side of the net. The style. The style the man has. Good dribbling, just boom. I wish I could do that. I could never hit it good like that at all. Hit it that well. It just was not in my repertoire. Because I was a goalkeeper, mainly. But that was a great one. Now Salvatore wants to add on. That hits the post. Kulishevsky up to Levin Verde. Levin Verde is going to have a shot. And that one's off the post. We are putting the pressure on Porto. So the subs we're going to bring in. We're going to bring in Declan Knowles for Kinlan. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to bring in Cepeda for Kinlan. Salinas is going to come in for Kulishevsky. Vanderson's not having the greatest game, so we're not going to send him back. We're also not going to take him out. Probega is going to come in for Ikia Kai. I'm going to get Levin Verde out, and we're going to put Barrios just to get Levin Verde some time. Because I don't want to press him and him make a mistake here. Barrios has been playing more, but we're getting our man up to fitness of Levin Verde. They're down to 10 men because of an injury. They had to take a man off because of an injury in the 80th minute. Now they're down to 10 men. Ball's up. Bell is there. Let's... I'm gonna play very defensive. And we're gonna time waste. We're going to lower the tempo. We are going to slow the pace down. We're up by 1 goal. We just need to hold this lead, guys. Just hold the lead. Possess the ball. Play back. What I'm also going to do is do this. You're on defense. You're in defense. We're going to hold 5 guys on defense here. They can't possibly outnumber us, so we can just pass the ball around. Go in the 93rd minute. Now the 94th minute. Now the 95th minute. And there it is. Full time. We are in the Europa Conference League final. We've done it. One more game for the dream. Hertha Berlin. They lose the second leg, but take it in a 6-3 in aggregate. So we will take on Hertha Berlin. I kind of figured that we would do it. We're going to the Friends Arena. Where's the Friends Arena? Friends Arena is in Sweden. So it's going to be played in Solna in front of 53,000 fans. We'll see if we can get this. It's going to be a big game. Billy is injured for a day. Nothing crazy with that. We received 1.98 million for playing in the semifinal. Hertha Berlin. I don't think we've ever played Hertha Berlin at this point. I don't even think a friendly. We beat them 3-0. We've only played them in a friendly last year. No, actually that was this year, was it not? It was the beginning of the year. Yes. We played them in a friendly. Little did we know that was going to be an actual Europa Conference League preview. But no one really takes those serious. It's going to be on May 30th. So with that in mind, we still have some big games right now. So with that in mind, this is how we're going to leave it. I've decided we're going to come back to the Aston Villa game and the Hertha Berlin. So the end of the season for the fixtures. I think we'll be fine with the competition here. While it's 6 points at this point, Aston Villa is the last game. So if we beat West Brom, who's down in relegation right now, and they have nothing to play for at this point but pride and spoiler, we could take that. We are 2 points behind the Champions League spots that are awarded in here. We're obviously going to get that extra one, a coefficient in 5th. So we're going to play for 5th. We're likely going to get 5th. But I would like to get that 4th because that is going to be more money, is it not? How much? It's only a couple million, but yeah, we can use a couple million. If we get 5th, it's 35. That's going to cut into this, and then we can make some sales, and I think we should be about even. So, big day today. We did some good stuff. We had Sevilla and Porto Europa Conference League games. Next up, end of the season, we have the Europa Conference League final. Can we get some silverware, some more silverware? Because we do have the Carabao Cup. So can we get some more silverware and kind of round it out with that? So thanks for hanging out. Go and leave a like below, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Later.